Nothing wrong with a single mother.
Cap.
Our children are nothing more than a reflection of the failures of the people that came before them.
Fact.
That's it.
Yikes.
So when I said earlier, when I said in a different show that I'm the man that I would want my daughter to marry, it's a reason for that. I don't make sacrifices, or I don't come into this whole situation looking to apologize. I'm looking to validate. I'm looking to remove every excuse that you have from being able to not make the right decision. And you often at times make the right decision every time because you are going to be a reflection of what me and your mother put into you. That's it.
I love the thought of that.
All right, so I just want to go ahead and point this out. If you want to see the entire video without any interruptions, I'll make sure I leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go and go check that out. Now, I just want to point out something really, really quick and we'll get back to the video. So on the right-hand side over here, we have Anton, and I forgot what the young lady's name is, two married people, and then you have the host. I forgot what her name is. Those three are married, and then I think the people on the left side are single. So right now we're hearing pushback from what it seems like the single people, but continue.
That
It sounds
mindset.
cool.
It's exactly the way it goes.
really
Okay,
good
question.
thing.
So
In
you
theory,
said
that's beautiful.
preventative. If the conversation needs to be about preventative actions to not make families that could be potentially broken and things like that, what are the preventative actions that we need to discuss?
Oh, it's
then?
very simple. It goes back to the original marry before you carry. We need to stop dating, stop experiencing a bunch of people, stop having a bunch of sex, stop putting yourself in a position to have to sacrifice.
So if we stop dating, how do we get to marriage?
You shouldn't even be, and I talked about it.
Yeah,
Well,
I asked him that.
You shouldn't be dating. You should.
And I want to point something out really, really quick, all right? If you're going to ask somebody that is successfully married and you are not currently married, again, I don't think she's married right now, then you should have your ears open and your mouth closed.
He ain't lying.
You can't listen and talk at the same time.
Shouldn't even be opening up yourself up to all of these spirits from different men in the first place.
How do you meet your husband if you don't date?
You already probably met him. He's the person that has your best interests at heart. He's the person that already was your best friend. He's the person that had your best interest. Most women
How
skip
did I
over,
meet said
most
hypothetical
women skip
person?
over the man that they were supposed to marry already. That's the key. And then y'all pick the guy that y'all want. He ruins you, and then you expect for another guy to come back and pick up the pieces for you. That's not the way to do it. We remixing what relationships are supposed to be. You ain't even supposed to be dating until
So
you
you
get
met
married.
him at a quick trip, but you never dated him,
Shut your stupid ass up.
but you were supposed to
No,
marry him.
you was raised with him. You were around him. You went to school with him. Most
promise you I
people,
didn't.
most people.
No, that's not true.
Because I'm
Wait, I
sure
got a
looking
question
at
for
my
you.
memory book like,
I really do.
Before we hear the pushback, why in the world? Why is it like this, right? If you don't have the answers, if you don't have the results, why or how in the world can you automatically just discount somebody that has done the work, that does have the results, and pretty much live their life like an open book? What in the world is wrong with people these days, man? And again, the main pushback is coming from the single people. And I would wonder, right, what results do you have? Right? What results do you have that you can continue to rebut and want to deny all of these things when you are sitting in the presence of successfully married people? And again, Candy is the young lady that's sitting right beside Anton. No pushback at all, but she's married.
Like your train of thought, I just feel as if
Feel?
I got a couple questions.
Go
First
ahead.
and foremost is how old are you?
41,
Okay. Strike one. Second question, where are you from?
Detroit.
Born and raised.
Mhm.
Strike two.
How the hell are you giving people strikes based on their age and where they're from? I feel. I want you to notice what that young man said. I feel. No, speak based on facts, data, statistics, or logic. Not what you feel, but
When
continue.
you understand the world is different in every area. In every area.
I done traveled the world
Yeah, but at what age?
my whole life.
What age?
My whole life.
Give me your first age where you actually,
13.
you was no. Give me your first age where you experienced life as a man in a different state. Outside
13.
of the Midwest
Oh,
area.
as a man?
As a man.
18.
18. Where'd you go?
Ohio.
Outside the Midwest.
Outside Florida.
Okay.
19.
19. Who were you with?
My father.
Okay. as a man, by yourself, I have to do this over with you because we can go back and
What do
forth.
you mean as a man by
As
myself?
a man, as an adult, I'm not talking about with your daddy on your side. I'm not talking about with your mother on your side. I ain't talking about your uncle, your cousin. When did
What does this have to do? What does the price of tea in China have to do with this conversation?
you take your nutsack and run around by yourself as a man with a friend in a different place? At what
I don't
age?
know
What
if
a
he
friend?
did that because he got
I got married
married.
at 22 years
but
old,
this
big
is my
dog.
this is this is what I'm
I
trying
got
to
married at 22. I was
Exactly.
intentional.
So
I
this-
chose my
hold on,
wife
hold
when I
on,
met her
hold
in
on,
high school.
hold on, listen. All I'm doing is asking you questions.
I know, but I'm telling you that
Okay,
I don't put myself.
No. What he's doing, you're asking questions and you're throwing little attacks here and there. Like, come on, fam. Like, this is the oldest trick in the book, and you normally get this type of behavior from the opposite sex. If we're being quite frank, like normally the opposite sex act like this, but we're gonna let the
Beta male.
the young guy go off.
Myself in a
So
position
what I'm
to make
what I'm
mistakes.
trying to
It's a
tell you,
difference.
but no. The difference is this: you got married at 22 years
That's
old,
right.
20 fucking years ago, bro.
Correct.
You understand the world's not the same then?
Let me tell you
I-
something.
I-
No,
The
no,
word-
no, wait,
The word don't change ever.
The
It's the
word don't-
same way it was yesterday as it is today.
Not
the
true.
method by which you go about being successful is the same.
So we're
You can
still
read-
slaves.
Listen,
I get what you're saying.
Okay, again, you got the two people that are single. They got the most pushback. If you look at successful people, what is it? I mean, you look at Bill Gates, you look at Warren Buffett or whatever. Warren Buffett literally studies the past because what have we been told? History repeats itself. It's a pattern. When it comes to success, yes, there is a blueprint. It's already been laid out. But the issue is, like he said, people want to continue to try to remix something, and you wonder why you don't have the results right now because you want to make an excuse as to why you aren't here.
He got his ass cooked.
Got the most to say. Like they said, the loudest people in the room be the most wrong and have no results, but you got the most pushback. Make it make sense.
I tell you what.
I get what you're saying.
Listen, you telling me that it don't work, right?
No, I'm not. You're not letting me
telling me
tell
that-
you. You're not
okay,
letting me
go
tell
ahead.
you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. I
just
want to
went
get
through
back.
this well.
Let me take the conversation back to this because I had some questions. I had some stuff on my card that I want to talk about, and I want to talk about it. Okay. Now, what kind of parents are y'all? More traditional or gentle parents? Shit.
Well, I'm intentional about being gentle.
Shut your stupid ass up.
So he's never gonna fail. He's gonna do everything
I
right.
don't fail.
What is a gentle parent? I still don't understand the
Okay,
concept.
so
My life is a reflection of what I advocate for.
And I
think
hope
that.
you're.
Do I
hope
think-
your
Okay, hold
kids
on. No,
never
listen. No,
disappoint you
real
in the
quick,
way that
because
you
I
think
want
that they
I
will.
want to talk
They
about
won't.
gentle parenting
Okay.
within the Black community because I think a lot of us have this idea that gentle parenting is just
Passive
stop.
parenting, and it's
Oh,
not.
stop! Don't do that. No, gentle parenting is just me not talking to you in a disrespectful way.
I'm not gonna disrespect you.
Not hitting you.
I'm not
and
gonna
things
beat
like
your
that.
ass.
Like I'm gonna.
Like, relax, man. Good grief. Boy, I tell you what, you can easily tell when people have been triggered. They just cannot hush. Relax, calm yourself, man.
Come eye level and talk to you. I'm a hey big dog. That's not okay. I don't. We're not doing that today. I'm more.
So being a disciplinarian and not an authoritarian, is that what gentle
Listen,
parent?
bro,
I've never
you-
understood the concept
So
of gentle parent.
it's just a little bit. It's just for me. It's taking the spankings and the physical discipline off the table.
Okay, so being a disciplinarian, but not an authoritarian. Okay, got it. Okay, well then.
We
yeah,
we
I
traditional or
guess.
we
I'm
gentle?
traditional.
Like he said, some
Okay.
kids need that, need
Yeah.
their ass beat. I've never experienced that. I ain't never had to beat the shit out of my kid or call him a nigga or call a little girl a little bitch or do any of that. I never needed to do any of that. My son listens to me. He does.
Wait. Again, man, you have people, again, using the extremes and all that other stuff just because you discipline your children in some way, shape, form, or fashion does not mean that you have to, curse them out and just do the most, right? There are different levels when it comes to, I guess parenting or coaching or anything. Like there are different levels, and it's going to be different things, like different ways that you're going to go about handling based on the character or based on the child that, you're trying to help. Like in order for us to get from point A to point B, it's going to look a little bit different. You got some people that are going to have to discipline their children by using, I don't know, a pop on the hand or, sit them down or whatever. Again, what I would say is, I used to call it the 1, 2, 3 method or whatever, right? We used to do this when I was working at the gym. The very first time that you deal or you have a situation with anybody, whether it be a child or a teen or an adult, you call them over, you have a conversation with them. Hey, you know why I called you over here? Well, you were doing something that was unsafe or whatever. Just make sure next time that we do the right thing or whatever. Call them back over. If it happens a second time, hopefully it doesn't, you know what I mean? But just let them know, like, there's going to be consequences behind your actions. Call them over the second time, and then this time, depending on how extreme it is, again, if you have a person that's cursing, you got a person that's being physically abusive to somebody, like, it's different levels and stuff, and you got to play it accordingly. But what I don't like is when you have people like this that automatically try to put certain people or, in a category, and they're being disingenuous. Like, come on, man.
Does very well in school. He respects his elders. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't speak on it because I ain't never had to go toe to toe with a kid like I was trying to hurt him.
I think kids respect your energy.
Yes.
Like my kids are excellent. Like I've never had to like spank anybody. I don't even have to yell. I can look at Rosie, she gonna start crying.
But she respects. But she respects.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a lot of things. A lot of people think that fear. If I put this fear into my child and they respect me, they're scared of you.
Yeah.
They're listening to you because you made them afraid. They don't respect who you are or your opinion on anything.
Yeah, no.
They're gonna do what you say in front of your face because they're afraid of you.
Yeah.
As soon as they go out, well, you'll see.
Katie, what about you?
I think I'm gonna give a little bit of pushback with that as well. I think that in some relationships, whether it be business or personal, whether it be between a child, a mother, a child, a dad, a business partner, or whatever, I think that a healthy amount of fear is necessary because and you understand that a boundary line is there. And I'm not to cross that because, it has to be a certain level, a healthy level of fear there because I know consequences are going to follow these actions if I choose to, disobey, if I choose to go against the grain or whatever. So I think that in the best relationships, you always are going to have a healthy level of fear. If y'all disagree with me, feel free to drop a comment down below and we can talk about it.
You think you're more gentle?
You know what? I've never understood the concept of gentle parenting. I've never even tried to delve into what the concept actually was. I don't even really understand the concept of traditional parenting. I think we just parent based off of how we learned how to parent. I think it's intergenerational. I think we just take exactly what we have learned and we have brought it down. I agree with you when it comes to a blueprint because I've seen a blueprint,
Well. Look at what we have here. We have a married woman that agrees, and then you got the far left over there, single people that disagree. I find that very, very interesting.
Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but I do believe in that. I have had the privilege, because my children have a range of ages, I've had the privilege of seeing different personalities. Like I have instilled so much in my children. I have done my work to actually fix the things I need to and instill that in my children. But they still have ways that are just isolated to them, that's how they are. My teenager acts one way, my middle child acts another way, my second child acts one way. And it's like, but they still have a foundation. They still have it to the core. They know how mom has parented them. They know the morals and everything else that I have instilled in them. But I don't believe in controlling a child. I believe in raising you, but I cannot control you once you get to it. Now, let me make sure I clear this up because I have young children. You can explore as far as I'll allow you to go based off of safety reasons. Like I will allow you to explore and figure out who you are, absolutely. But I don't believe in just confining my kids or being like so sheltered or being really overprotective with them. Like I need you to see the reality of the world. I need you to understand those things. But I also don't believe like I have to beat morals and ethics into my children. I've never believed in that. But I do believe in discipline. I will take things away from you if I need to.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
you
There's-
disrespect the household, because I've had to do that with my teenagers a lot.
Yeah.
I got one who's just a wild child. I've had to do a number of things. I will take this away. If I'm working my hardest to give you a great life, to give you something that's worth even you pursuing, at least you can do is respect that. Just at least respect that. And it's not just, I don't say because I'm a parent or because I'm your mother. I just want you to see that these things are possible. So if I see that you're possibly on a road to failure because you are making so many mistakes, then yeah, I am going to intervene as a parent. And I will.
Hey, I want to interrupt her a little bit. Again, when we start talking about that healthy level of fear, she's basically just saying the exact same thing that I was saying, and allow them to fail in a controlled environment. Your job, as a parent, is to allow your child, your children, and even if you're a coach or whatever, allow those people to fail in a controlled environment, and you guide them. You give them God, listen, what you did, I'm going to allow you to do it wrong or whatever, or I'm going to show you, this is the right way to do things. And then again, you're gonna have some children. That's why she said some of them, they learn different, and they're going to operate a little bit different, right? But as long as they have the basics, that structure, that foundation, then hey, as long as you arrive to 1 + 1 = 2, then I mean I'm good with it. But the quickest way to get there is this.
I will take disciplinary actions if I have to.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna
if you
beat you,
think
but I'm gonna
got
pull some
bad
things out.
children, it's because you're a bad parent.
Oh,
I do.
And that's-
Oh, they just bad. They bad because of why?
Yeah.
Oh, they talk crazy. Do you talk crazy?
Yeah.
Are they disrespectful? Are you disrespectful to
absolutely.
them?
Or it's guidance instead of, and it's not guidance, it's criticism. You critiquing your child instead of guiding them. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because the critiquing is taken away from their their self-esteem.
Right,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? You take away from their self-esteem, now they don't want to open up to you at all.
And they won't.
You know the beautiful part
The
about this
negative
conversation?
criticism.
Yeah, negative criticism. You better
Yeah,
critique
I'm
that child.
critiquing.
You-
I mean,
they're gonna be
yeah,
34
no,
having to figure it out.
I'm saying,
Come on,
no,
man.
but
like,
you know the
just break
beautiful
it
part about
down
this
to 'em.
conversation for real? The beautiful part about this conversation is all of us were raised by different parents. All of us are successful and figured out some things, and I'm sure our parents dropped the ball in some spaces. I think that all of us are doing our best in raising our children. And while we don't necessarily align 100% in our mindset and how we're raising our children, we're doing the motherfucking thing. So I'm proud of all y'all.
Yeah, man. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Anton, man, for still staying within frame. And again, like it's okay to ask questions, but if you're going to ask questions, just ask those questions. Don't try to put certain people in a box based on what you think it might be. And I think that is really disingenuous when you have individuals like that. Like, listen, I'm just asking you a question. No, but you also added some extra stuff at the end of that. Like, we're both grown, we're both men, so let's act like it. If you're going to ask a question, ask a question. And if you're going to take advice from anyone, right? If you're going to consume any type of content, I would really, honestly encourage young men, if you look at, or you want a type of lifestyle where you want to be successful, married, with children, with a child, with a woman that you love and you respect, and a woman that loves and respects you, then I think that it's so easy to make a choice out of these two individuals, right? If you go and you look at Anton, again, I don't agree with everything that he says, but when it comes to business, when it comes to, if you want to have a relationship or whatever that looks like fam, it's not too many people out here that are living it. There's a lot of people that talk about it, that speak about it, that even make money off of coaching other guys, but when you look at their life, they don't have the results. This guy does. Again, successfully married to his wife for almost 2 decades. It might be 2 decades now. And his wife loves and adores him. They also have a daughter that loves and adores her father, respects her father. His wife respects him. He respects his wife. He respects his child. And I mean, again, the proof is in the pudding. You can see it right here in front of you. And at the end of the day, we look at the net of it. A successfully married man versus single people. He's telling you there is a blueprint. And the single people are telling you, no, it's not.
You can't make this shit up.
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I want to hear from y'all, man. Y'all let me know, what do you guys think down below about this particular video. Shout out to Anton. Shout out to, what is this young lady's name? I'm just going to say the show Let's Rant About It. I think it is a phenomenal show. I think that the host did a phenomenal job this time. You know, she wasn't butting in too much. It was just enough in order to make sure that it's still a healthy conversation and it wasn't too many back and forth and arguing and stuff like that. So definitely respect her for that, man. Great job for everybody that was on. I wish that Kandi would have spoke a little bit more. I love hearing her speak. She has a great voice. And most of the time when she speaks, based on the things that I've heard, it's always a nice balance. But y'all let me know, what do you guys think down in the comments, all right? Until the next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa. Too bad was you know they